Hello and welcome to episode 395 of Tenno Clock. I am MDRLOz. This is... which direction are you in? I can't remember anymore. A direction.
I'm in the top.
Top
Which
somewhere.
one's your left arm?
That one.
That way. I'm that way.
Up there is Xeno, and to my... I can just open this that way.
Same way.
That way. No, I've got you. You're in that direction. We have a Frelling as our special guest for the week. Which, Xeno, would you like to do your interview while I fix my hands?
Okay, well, I was actually going to say, Frelling, please feel free to tell us a bit about yourself. First off, Loz, get the first thing up. Memes number 9. Memes number 9.
You want some pictures? There is a picture.
Right, cool. First question I have for you. How long did this take? This is the Wisp.
Right, the Wisp Tenno Gen helmet. Right,
Yeah.
so
Yes.
for Tenno Gen, usually it takes me about, I want to say about a month and a half between concept to development to have a finished product, and so about 90 days-ish, about 2 hours, 3 hours a day. I usually
Wow.
don't work on it entirely the whole day because I got other stuff to do. So
Yeah,
it's just kind of like what I do, when I have the time. But
Wow.
yeah, there's like a whole another process to Tenno Gen, like behind the scenes that people don't really see. Like with critiques and stuff from DE. So there's a lot of back and forth feedback between the Tenno Gen artists and the staff.
How I suppose how much does the feedback often impact production? Is it like you get feedback and then you have to spend half the time that half of the 90 days redoing it, or is it additional on top of the 90 days? I mean,
Well, yeah, it depends. We really don't know when we're doing things. We're just kind of thinking what we're doing, what's best for, the piece. But sometimes, more often than not, we'll have to go back and make adjustments, depending on if it's a lot of feedback from them, then it probably wouldn't get in right away. Does that make sense? Like if it's just like minor feedback, like they'll, there's a good chance that it'll get in, kind of thing. Like if it's,
I know.
For instance, like with this Wisp helmet that I did, I had to make some adjustments to the face because the original idea that I had were like flames like everywhere, like on her face, and we're like, yeah, we can't do that. That's a little too much. So we just tone it down a little bit, and they did a little quick paint over of it, and I spent maybe a day or two on it, and that was it. After, and it got in. So
Do they actually give you feedback with a visual idea of what it could be changed into?
Oh yeah, sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. Like if with the Wisp helmet, it'll just be kind of like a dirty paint over of it, but you still kind of have to put the lines and everything together. They'll be usually kind of like a loose interpretation. So there's still a bit of the essence of the original idea into the their revised,
Honestly,
revised.
I think that's amazing because the amount of time that I get feedback on any of the work even if it's hobby based, and it's just so nonchalant. It's non-committal. It's just just change it to a bit like this. I'm like, oh yeah, you've done the hard part of thinking of it for me. So no, I think that's awesome. Should we move on to the next one, Loz?
No, actually, before you do it, you said about how they give you feedback. Was that the one with the flames? Was that the biggest critique and change you've had to make to a project, or has there been others which have been something that takes massive amounts of months to change?
Well, yeah, like my original thing that I did was the Teplo sign
Yes.
Donna, which was like a while ago. It was
Mm.
like one of my first ones that I did with the Zephyr helmet, I think. But I had done like a complete like different design with that originally, and it like didn't work out at all. So I had to go back completely and just like scrape the whole thing and redo it like from scratch. And I just kind of came up with this, idea with like it's kind of glowing and it's like fire. So I like was doing like a little research with like different types of names that I could use for that. That's kind of how deep I go into my Tennogen designs. I kind of, with the naming and all that, I try to keep it a little cohesive. So like I don't know, just the word Teplo, I think it's Russian.
That's what I was going to ask where that came from.
For it means heat or warmth because it's a scarf kind of thing. Nice. So yeah, that's kind of like I kind of bring it all together like that. But my original design, I had it was like this huge, massive like blanket with the void key on the back, and
oh wow,
like I mean, it did really well, like with the community and all that. Like they liked the design, but DE was just like, yeah, this isn't gonna work. Could you come up with something else? So yeah, like I totally redid it that, and then I think with the Zephyr helmet I had to adjust like the exhausts on the back because they were too low, like just little things like that, to get it into the game. But it depends. It's a big time sink if it doesn't get in right away, like because you're investing in more time than to to see if it'll get in or not, because we never know if it gets in.
Right, so I'll move on to the next thing. So Xeno picks these 3 pictures that he uses for his sketch.
No, wrong one.
No?
Wrong one.
Oh, was
number 9. 10,
9.
10. There you go. 10 to 10.
Oh, yes, there we go. Why,
right.
Xeno?
I'm sorry. Like, okay, so first off, right, your lovable, adorable fuzzball appears a lot on your Twitter for good reason. But he's so
95%.
Yeah, he's so. Tell us about him.
Okay, well, Archie, it's funny that you mentioned that because I adopted him about 3 years ago, right? And I was actually living at home with my parents at the time when he showed up. He was originally abandoned by somebody else. So basically what happened is that my dad and my brother were taking care of him for about maybe 2 weeks. I think he was outside and whatnot like that, and he seemed really friendly. So it's just like, hey, maybe we should take him over to the rescue shelter where they, where you can drop the animals off to see if they've been, if they had a previous owner or not. And they found out that he did. So I was just like, I felt really bad. He was so darn cute and lovable and friendly. He likes the belly rubs. He likes his, paws rubbed and all that kind of stuff. He just seemed a little too friendly to be a stray cat. So they tried to, the shelter tried to contact the owner and they didn't get back. So it's just like, if you can't get a hold of him, I'll adopt him. And fortunately, they didn't reach them. I think they gave them about a week or so, or 5 days, I think, to, claim him again. And it just felt really bad. I didn't want him to like leave him there.
Yeah.
Just like, I'll take him, foster him, and, see if things work out between the two of us. And fortunately it did. And I brought him back with me. And at the time, I was living in my parents' basement. It was just like a little cramped room underneath their bedroom and the bathroom. And my brother also had 4 cats downstairs as well in the basement. I was sharing my area with my brother with the 4 cats, and unfortunately, it didn't work out with the other.
Oh,
Or I do something.
So we have audio issues.
is that my end?
I don't know. Frelling, can you talk again?
Yep.
Nope, we got it. Yep, we're back.
I think it's my headphone clicking off and on. So
Right.
I remembered to charge it before I started doing this, but for some reason I think it might be the Bluetooth. But sorry about that. As I was saying,
so yeah, we lost you around the I think
4 cats in the basement.
Yeah.
Okay, so what ended up happening was my I lived downstairs with my brother at the time, who had 4 cats too. And they didn't get along with him, or he didn't get along with my brother's cats. So I had to make a decision, do I bring him back to the shelter or do I move out? And I figured by then I was making enough money through Tenno Gen where I could actually move out. So that was my reasoning to move, was because of him. So he could, have his little area to himself, and it's now his apartment and not mine.
Awesome. And actually, moving on from I think we have to move on because he is just stealing my heart.
There you go. No more cat. There you go.
No more cat for me. No more cat for me.
You're cut
right.
off.
So yes,
yes,
as
he's
you were
my
just
pride
saying,
and joy.
This article from PC Gamer, this was quite a surprising turn of events.
It was a surprise for me too, actually, because originally I didn't know who it was for.
What?
I didn't know it was for PC Gamer at the time, and they posted the article that day, and I don't know, just the DE staff that came to me, they asked me, "It's like, do you want to do this interview?" And I was just like, "Yeah, sure, why not? Just answer a few questions or whatever." And basically, I did this kind of interview like we're doing now for 30 minutes or so. It was with another DE staff. They were just kind of listening in on the interview and stuff, and basically, I just kind of gave them my little life story about where I started and where I ended up. And I've been doing this for 2016, so about 5 years now.
But it's honestly, it's a really
inspiring story.
I was going to say eye-opening,
yeah,
but yes,
it's inspiring.
It's funny because I thought they were just going to do a little paragraph. I didn't actually know that they were going to do the whole article, about me, because I almost felt kind of embarrassed in a way, because I didn't expect it. But I mean, I think everybody kind of has their own story about where they came from before they started Tenno Gen, or what kind of situation they were in. Because I mean, I think there were other people that had it more, worse off than I did, but I just was just like, hey, I'll just do this article, and it's just kind of surreal. Even now, after all this time, it's just such a fortunate position to be in. I don't think it's kind of life-changing in a way, and I think for everybody else that is involved with Tenno Gen had some kind of, change, impact in their life. Because, I mean, I don't have to, go to, a 9 to 5. Sorry, I got the...
No. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
Okay.
I have this, sorry, close this. I got the trucks with the garbage and all that outside. I live on a busy street here, but I mean, I don't know where I would be now if I didn't have Tenno Gen. You know what I'm saying?
Amazing,
I I would probably still be at home, in my parents' basement, and it's really bad too, because like it was like the bathroom would always leak sometimes when the toilet would overflow. It got really down there. Yeah. So I'm really happy that I'm where I am right now, because I don't know where else I would be, because
Well,
I graduated in 2008 around when the recession hit, and I was unemployed like from the get-go. People were losing their jobs, people in the industry, who have been working there for decades, just like laid off and stuff. So I couldn't afford I was going to school in California, so I mean rent there is not cheap.
No.
And I ended up having to move back home, and I think I got a like this freelancing gig before TennoGen. It was like just through this like company out in Oregon somewhere. Like a friend of mine, he offered me a flight over to the GDC conference, which is the game developers conference, where they seek out new people to hire. So I got like my portfolio stuff ready, that I have for my school. And like my friend was nice enough. He paid for my airline ticket, paid for the ticket to get in. He let me stay at his place. It was really good. Like I couldn't ask for, anybody else to help me out like that, like he did. But I was waiting in line at the time. I think it was for the company that did Ratchet and Clank, I think. And this guy was just going down the line of people, and he asked me, and he was like looking at my portfolios, like, "Hey, do you want to do some props or whatever?" It was a company, I think it was called Super. I was going to say Super something. Super Genius. Super Genius. They were out in Oregon. I think they do a lot of like outsourcing stuff for like League of Legends, I think right now, or for Blizzard, I think too. They do a lot of like animation, things like that. But I did this freelance gig for a little bit, and like a month or two. I think that was back in 2012. So this was before Warframe came out.
yeah.
I think when did Warframe come out? It's like
About
2012.
2000. Yeah, it was came out into open beta in 2013.
13, right. So I think at that time, that was probably where I got my new computer to do my first TennoGen items. And yeah, it was just the way, the whole butterfly effect of it, just the way it kind of all pieced together. If I didn't have that new computer that I got my freelancing gig from, I probably wouldn't have been doing TennoGen. That kind of situation, because I kept upgrading as I kept making more stuff.
Yeah, I think the article even says the computer you had before that was the computer you bought to go to university to go to college with, right?
Yeah, so like I ended up getting like, yeah, it was like a really cheap Alien. Well, it wasn't cheap; it was like $3,000 at the time for an Alienware, and like it was like a AGP card, graphics card. Yeah, it was really old. So I had just bought it right before they switched over to PCI Express.
Yeah.
And it sucked so bad because I couldn't upgrade it at that point. I was stuck with it for a long time. And I finally had gotten that freelancing gig where I could get like a new computer with the new PCI Express. And I did the first 2 TennoGen items. And at the time, I had zero income. I wasn't making any money. I was getting, I was living off of food stamps. They call it food share now here. I was like, they give you like this little like debit card, and I was doing that for 5 years. It was like $300 a month that you use for food. And I did that. And I went to a homeless shelter where for health insurance and all that kind of stuff. So I was doing that for like 5 years, did that. And then, so that was all before, TennoGen started. And the way I found out about TennoGen, I was playing Warframe already since 2013. Was playing it for about 3 years. I did that, and my friend, another friend of mine, that I play games with all the time, he mentioned, he's like, hey, there's this program that they're doing called TennoGen. You should check that out, see if you can, get something in. And I was just like, I'll look into it, see, where this is going to go, if it'll go anywhere. I had nothing to lose at that point. So I did the first Teplo, and that didn't get in. So I think it got in the second round after that. I redid it with the helmet, and that's when it got in. And I literally, I was watching the stream at the time when Rebecca was showing off all of the items. I thought, this is it. This is going to change. This is going to be life-changing. I just knew it because just the way the chat was, going crazy for the Teplo at the time. It was just like, Teplo. And I'm like, oh my God. I, dropped my Wacom pen. At the time, I was just like, oh my God, I got both items. And just and it was funny because when I submitted my stuff before, I was just my mom was like, Mom, I gotta get a bank account so I can, this is gonna be something big. I ran over there to the bank that day, and it's just after that, it was just I was just coasting at that point. So it was 2016. Yeah, so it's crazy because it just feels like, well, I'm still doing it, obviously. And yeah, so I've been pretty much coasting doing TennoGen. I know that there's other people that have branched off from that, and props to them. But I mean, yeah, I'm pretty comfortable doing this.
Well, if you enjoy it, then why stop? But yeah, I think it's a real amazing, I want to call it a digital success story, because it's very modern, I think.
It's a little bit of rags to riches, a little bit.
But with a modern twist to it. It's
yeah.
And it really shows how, because some people will say we've got things like automation coming and things, and there'll be no more jobs and things. But I think it's a great example of how jobs get created by new industry and new developments. It's amazing. It's so amazing. But all right, so I got two. Unless Xeno, you don't, because I got two questions for you.
No, you go.
Okay, and I got two questions. One, what is your favorite Warframe present? To play, not to make for.
Mag,
right? And the other question is, if anyone was looking to get into TennoGen at this point, what's a couple of small pointers you might give them? A little bit of advice.
Ooh, I would say, well, okay, I know the bar is kind of set pretty high, but don't let that deter you from completing something. I think it's better to have something complete and done than perfect. So, just keep working, keep doing it, and don't get distracted by, what other people are doing, even if they're doing kind of the same, subject matter. For instance, this other guy, I think, was doing Corpus too. I think there's somebody else, but, don't let other people distract you from, finishing your work. I think a long time I was struggling with that, as an artist generally, but I think that's probably what I would say to somebody, getting into TennoGen, and just really focus and keep practicing. And I know it sounds cliche to say that, but the more seat time you have put in, the better you're going to get.
And I suppose, if you did those first submissions and they didn't get in, but you got the feedback from DE, if you gave up there and then and went, oh, well, I didn't get in that first round, I won't try again.
And there's some people that have too. There's people come and go all the time on this, because it's just so much time involved that you have to put into this. There's a time risk involved, but if it's good, it pays off so well if you get it in though. And I mean, you can see from other people, in other situations that they're in, people building houses, and moving into better houses and just having an upgraded life. That's pretty much what I would say TennoGen.
So stay your course, keep to your vision, and just keep going, always improve, and it'll take a long time, but you keep going. Don't get distracted.
Yeah.
Yes. There we go. That's some great advice. I like that.
Cool.
Me and Xeno forever get distracted by everything.
I do too. I do too. It happens.
You're not wrong. Right. Do you wanna turn off the thingy?
Okay. Yep.
Right. So right now we're gonna start off the episode with what we normally start with, which is the emblems. So Frelling, in Discord, in the text chat, towards the top, I posted 2 images, right? 2 clan emblems. Using whatever criteria you want, pick a winner.
Ooh. Okay. These are both really nice. One's shinier than the other. I do like my shinies. But the top one though with the dragon, I like the graphic design, the simpleness to it. I would probably have to say the top one.
Yes, you lost.
Dragon wins.
The dragon wins.
Dragon wins.
I'm pretty sure the dragon is the
I
top
like
one.
both of them. Like, I think, isn't the bottom one like a lotus kind of flower?
Yeah.
A golden flower.
Yeah.
I do like the theme of that, but I think the top one is just easier to read because of the graphicness to it. And that's just really aesthetically pleasing to look at.
I do think the bottom one is actually kind of ruined by whatever Warframe they have on, because some of that's background stuff, I think, is Warframe attachments and things. It's hard to really pick it out. I think that would win if it was.
It's really good. It's a really nice, theme to it, though. It's just really hard to read with the noise with the background, I think.
No, completely agree with you on that one. Right, Loz, you win, you bastard. But now we're going to move on to Dojo Dusting.
Yes.
No. Yeah.
Yes.
Hold your horses, Loz. I can't. What have we got for Dojo Dusting? Do we have anything for Dojo Dusting?
TennoCon's next month. We're all gonna watch it. Frelling, you gonna watch it?
Oh, of course.
Yeah!
I still have to buy my ticket.
You haven't got your ticket yet.
I love what they did last year with the whole popping in and out of their, the space with the NPCs and stuff.
The sort of in-game dioramas that we got to see at the same time. Yeah.
I like seeing that. I think they did that with Fortnite too. Fortnite did that with the music videos and stuff. And they had that like black hole. Obviously. Yeah.
Obviously. Right. So I don't think we've got any other Dojo Dusting that I can think of. We'll move. Well, I honestly I can't think of Okay. Let's move on to the war report. So what's happening this week in Warframe?
Well, the only thing I've got is that the Dog Days event is now live, and it is live until June 25th. So I think this comes out on what, the 13th or 14th, sometime around then. So you've got at least 10 or 11 days. It's on all platforms. Go do the Dog Days event now. The new thing this time is the gun is now a skin. And sadly, though, we've discovered you can't put this on anything cool like an Ignis. But still, there's a skin to get that's new this year. But if not, there's all the other Dog Day stuff to get if you haven't got it. And it's your first time seeing this event. So yeah, check that out. It's on all platforms live now. Go play. Good fun.
Yep, that is it. I can't talk about any of the other stuff that they have emailed me about. Cool.
Well, it's all
that's not fishing. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, no. It is all pretty much geared up for TennoCon, which is happening July 17th. Wait, when's the next part of that Loki Amazon Prime gaming thing?
Oh, they're
changing?
Like 2 weeks apiece. I think the next one's like on TennoCon, actually. Or is it a month? Maybe it's a month.
Yeah, that's the day of TennoCon, I think.
Yeah.
That's like...
Maybe it's a month.
Over a month?
It's something like that. It's running till like the end of August, the event for it. It's a long time, this weird...
I did look at the calendar thing, and they've got something happening like every year. It's like all year.
Yeah.
the calendar thing would, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's sooner. I don't know.
But what Xeno is referring to is if you have Twitch Prime, do connect your Warframe account or Amazon Prime, whatever way you want to look at it. You'll have Twitch Prime if you have that. Connect your Warframe account to your Twitch account, and you'll be able to get yourself a cool. Well, you get free Loki. You get a free Loki skin and some other stuff. And if you keep
signed on it.
Yes, that's the one. And when you do that and sign up, you'll also see the other dates for all the other items you'll get for the next few months. And the next one I think is TennoCon, and there'll be more stuff. So do look it up. Do make sure your Warframe account. Even in the past, if you've linked your Warframe account, do check, because sometimes it does unlink or you need to relink it. So go have a check on that. Don't miss out on your cool Loki skin.
Cool. Right. So let's move into the topics.
Yay! What are we talking about this week with topic 1?
Right. So topic 1 is Warframe is a great game, late game, but a terrible one. A terrible one early game. That is the title. Okay, fine. That's topic 1. And topic 2 is Liches are not really adversaries. Right. So going into topic 1, taken from Reddit. The original post says, open worlds, interesting story, lots of customization to make you stronger, etc. All well and good. Every time I log in, I have no idea what I'm meant to be doing, how to do it, and have to go through, I think that's supposed to be through, half of the star chart in mission-based events. Wait.
Yeah, mission-based events.
Having to go through half the star chart in mission-based events is kind of the worst part of the game. The unique, cool missions you sometimes get aside. Yes, the wiki, YouTube, and guides online are a thing, but the need to rely on something out of game to get into a game makes it a significant barrier to entry that many find insurmountable. I can only assume that Phil is supposed to be still. So many still find insurmountable. Okay. Frelling, how long have you been playing Warframe?
Let me see. I think with the Steam, you know how Steam checks, it kind of like, it keeps track of the amount of time that you played.
Yeah.
Let me check. I think
So
I clocked in.
When did you start?
Oh, when did I start? I did that little questionnaire thing on Twitter. When they did that, I think it was like 2000, and it was like the summer of 2014.
Right. Okay, so
this was after the alpha and beta and all that.
It's difficult to say because we've all three of us have been playing for so long. I do feel that the start of Warframe feels very convoluted, right? So when you've done Vor's Prize, your hand is let go and you're like, there you go do whatever. And there's no real incentive to, hey, go to this section of the star chart. You're very much lost in what are you expecting me to do. I would say it was worse when we started.
Oh, by far, for sure. Like, do you remember the star chart, the first one?
Yes.
Imagine navigating that.
I remember before the star chart.
Yes. You do, don't you?
1.0. Oh man.
No.
Card system for missions.
Yeah. So
really?
I started Warframe back in 2012. Like I was I think it's like the 25th of October 2012 or something like that.
And when he says started, he means he played it for about an hour or two and went, what is this crazy mission picking system?
Yeah, it's no. That's that's not what turned me off.
Oh no,
right?
Then you saw a talent tree.
Then I saw a talent tree and then I wanted to kill myself, right? when we were doing the missions and things, first off, no parkour, no abilities, there were fucking grenades.
That's
right.
Yes. And this is the thing.
I remember that.
Yeah,
That was a while ago.
yeah. But the missions, they started with these cards, and there'd be 4 of you, and there'd be 5 cards, and like, which mission do you want to do? And there'd be like a rescue or an assassinate.
Exterminate
capture.
and raid.
But yeah, and so it would give you the different. So there was no star chart. There was no specific nodes to go to. It was entirely like randomly generated. Like the Grenier were on the Corpus tile set.
That was the only
Grenier
tile
didn't
set.
actually. Yeah, and it was the only faction to fight against. The Grenier had Burstons.
Yeah,
and so it was like, oh god. But yeah, you had to vote with cards and things. So like back then, it was just so like, what the hell is this? But yeah, then I saw a talent tree and I ran away.
I think half of my time early on was just falling through the map.
Yeah,
there was a lot of falling through that map. But it's interesting you guys say the old map was, we old people had to suffer through this old system. But to be fair, there wasn't as much going on back then. You didn't have to all of a sudden 3 nodes into the old star chart. It was like, oh, here's an open world. Do you want to go there or not? Or there was like, this planet's like, head this way, but then turn around and go the other way. There wasn't junctions, So there was a lot more stuff going on in the game now for new players to try and understand.
True, but at the same time, when we were playing it, how do you wall run? Right? There was no tutorial.
No.
How do you mod?
Yeah.
Right? How do
But I'm gonna counterpoint you on that.
Problems.
But
different problems.
The thing is, though, the old interface, though, it had all of the options, like the modding thing, it was just at a fingertips, because you were staring at the star chart the whole day long, and so there was just a button you could mod stuff, and you were straight to the mod page. There wasn't like, there's a terminal there and a terminal. There's a ramp and there's some more terminals down there. Which terminal am I supposed to use? And there's 2 separate terminals for equipping and modding and upping and upgrading those mods. So it is cool. This lovely Lisette, as you can see around me, but it's a lot more to take in. I wouldn't even say that. It's just. It takes longer, I think, because you have to kind of. It's not how if most games were like this with a cool 3D environment to interact with, maybe you would. But I think Warframe does such a does such a special environment for us to start in as our menu system now that most people go, whoa, what's this? Where are all these menus? Whereas most people would just be a flat thing like we had in the old days. So I don't know, but going back to the original point, the original. Topic, there's a point here in the thing. It says, but every time I log in, I have no idea what I'm meant to be doing, how to do it, and having to go through the star chart is a mission-based events is kind of the worst part of the game. The unique cool missions aside, yeah. So I'm curious, when you guys log in, you log in with a purpose in mind these days? You log in and go, I'm going to farm focus today, or I'm going to do this quest, or I'm going to just farm something, or do you just log in to play?
Well, I think for me, when I do have time to play, which is very little now.
Same for us.
Because I do Tenno Gen. It's kind of like a double-edged sword. Either you make games or you play them. It's kind of hard to do both.
Yes, it is.
But I do when I do log in, like sometimes it's usually like I gotta check, if my parts are done, to build stuff. Basically, and then I kind of work off of that depending on what's been built or whatnot, like, or if I want to play in the story, it's usually it sounds a bit grindy, but like I'll just usually go in to check on items to level up, and and then kind of after I have everything leveled up, I'll start and play the story, so I'm not struggling while I'm leveling stuff up. Does that make sense?
Yeah. To
be honest, I more go to play with friends. It's like I don't care what we do as long as it's together.
Right. You see, that's my point. Is that because I'm the same. I just kind of log in and just do whatever, or do very few random things.
Fishing. Fishing and on Earth.
Fishing on
see
Earth.
this?
Yes.
Yeah. See this? Can you fish anywhere else? Wait, I guess you can fish.
Or Valis and
Valis too.
Cambion Drift. Yeah.
Yes.
But even
We
so,
love
I
fish.
wouldn't. I've just realised
What?
they kind of hit fishing on the head. They really hit the nail on the head with the plains fishing, because I feel it got worse with Fortuna, and then worse again with Cambion Drift.
Oh, yeah, are you realising this now? So my point was going to be pushing from this is that, do you think it'd be good if when you log in, the game gave you a few suggestions of things you might want to do?
Oh, I would say that would be a good idea, because like if Ortis said something, if you don't mute him, in the beginning, I mean, that would be great. Or if they sent you like something in your inbox, you know how it does that pop up when you log in?
Yeah, exactly. That's the kind of thing I was thinking. So a few suggestions. So that way, a player who needs to continue on the quest line would be recommended, hey, this is the next quest you ideally should be doing. If you are at the point where you've unlocked the focus system, it should recommend, why don't you try playing this game mode to get a lot of focus today? Or you could have it suggest, hey, you're low on endo at the moment. If you must have spent it all recently, why not play this mission? Oh, everyone's playing this mission at the moment. You'd probably get a good amount of endo there. Or try this game mode for endo. So just some suggestions. I think because I log in and I see what this person is thinking. It's odd they think it's for the new game, because I feel it's for the late game. I log in and there's 50,000 different things I could be doing, and I'm like, okay, I don't know which one to do. I could go get mods. I could go level things. I could go play my Railjack. I could go do Sanctuary Onslaught. I could go grind Focus. I could go grind reputations for syndicates. I could go farm on the Deimos. I could go farm on Fortuna. I could go do Profit Taker again. There's so many things to do now. I think some structure and some suggestions would help all players, no matter where you are in the game.
So
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
My counterpoint to what you were saying, Loz, with the whole suggestions of what to do,
Mm-hmm.
isn't that what Nightwave is?
Yes and no. Because Nightwave gives you the goal as well. And it's like, once you finish that, you don't feel like there's any reason to continue. Like, I'll go fish on Valis for 5 rare foot serbo fish, and I'm like, right.
But, I mean,
it also doesn't consider long-term goals. Like, it doesn't do quests in there. It doesn't do gain. I don't think gain endo or focus is in that kind of system. It's all just simple things like go do bullet jumps, go use a glyph, go mark objects, go kill X enemies with X type of thing. I see what you mean, and maybe you could rework Nightwave to have that kind of thing, but because there's other things which don't come under Nightwave's purview, I'm not sure if it kind of works like that.
The other side of it is also you're saying like quests and stuff.
Yeah.
A lot of that comes under the junctions.
Yes, well, junctions would be under there as well. I would recommend, when you log in, you could say, hey, why not do your next junction? And that way you could even click on the menu and it would say, here's what you need to, or it could even show you, here's what you haven't done yet to go to your next junction. So bam, trying to help guide you through a bit more. Hold that hand a bit. Thinking.
No. I was going to, Frelling, do you have any point you want to make?
Well, I was going to add to what Loz was saying about, maybe when you log in, you could have, active and non-active, objectives, missions. It could remind you that you have an active thing going on or something to help, remind you. Or if you want to, I think it's when you go to the orbiter, when you start up the mission, that kind of thing. You know how that they have that really large, with all the mission. I'm trying to think the UI when you go up to start on the navigation.
Oh, navigation. So the tabs at the top, you mean, with all the different options?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those tabs are good and exactly have the kind of some of them are the things that I would love to see, but you kind of have to the player has to know to be looking in there. Whereas I like the idea of it coming up, because things like, and you say a good point about the active and inactive things when you come up, because one thing that keeps, I realise that when I log in, I still haven't got around to killing a lich yet. But the lich does that. The lich does. As soon as you log in, the lich will start moaning at you. It's like, oh, maybe I should go do the lich. You know, so if you don't have a lich, nothing will moan at you. So maybe something could hint, hey, you might want to go play with these new corpus liches. Something to push you in that direction, to give you a goal. Yeah, maybe. I
don't know, because I feel that no matter what you add in, there's going to be another layer. Like, unless you really dumb it down to the point of, like, you're playing a mobile game and it says, right, now click on here to build your barracks. And, like, literally, you cannot click on anything else, any other part of the UI. And it's even, like, putting an arrow, like, you know, or it's showing you, like, the hand icon. It's like, and move your hand here and click on it. You know, unless, until you get, I really feel like there's going to always be that level of, I don't know what to do.
No, see, I feel that mod
system,
system,
I'm taking it too far. I know I'm taking it really far.
Actually, no, because I think that kind of system would actually fit well in the game, because I really wish they would use that to teach people how to fuse mods. I think that's what the game should do. The game should literally force you to go click here now and equip the mod. Good. Now click here to upgrade the mod. Good. Now I will let you play the game again. I really think it should do that. But I'm thinking more that when you log in, your character, I don't know, if you notice on the hands, there's these lovely little, like, image emitters. See, like there? I'm pointing at it. Yeah. So your character logs in, gets up and goes buzz, and then a menu appears there and says, here's some things you should do, and then you click OK. So you have to physically close the menu to go. Yeah, it has given you the suggestion. It opens with a suggestion. I know a game that does this is Final Fantasy 14. It puts on a suggestion when you log in of, hey, you should do some of these things. You know, level this character. This character's almost leveled. There's this quest you've not finished. You should do this raid, and you have to close the window. You know, so it openly pops up when you log in.
I get where you're coming from. I can instantly see people are going to complain that they can't get rid of that window. Then they're going to put in. Hold on. Yeah, but they're going to complain that they have to log in and then just click on the one button. You know they're going to do that. But as soon as they complain about it, they're going to add a checkbox, which is never open this window again. And then you're going to get the problem of, how do you get the window back?
Yes, but the goal is mainly, well, partly for new players for focus and to give experienced players options. So the experienced players, if they decide to close the window, well, and they forgot where the toggle was, that's their own fault. But the new players, having it default on, I think could be very good for when they log in. Well, I've lost my camera.
I actually agree with that. Just to help, like, new people that are new to the game, because I think if you've been around a little bit longer, you'll kind of know, you know, where everything is. So having that option to turn it off would be good for people that have been, you know, playing. Because I think once you've been playing the game long enough, you'll know that you don't need that anymore, kind of situation.
So my question is, are you better off having that system for the first 100 days?
Yeah, that'd be fine, that kind of system. You can have it auto-disable after 100 days, and then you can toggle it back on if you want. That's also fine.
Or the option to toggle it off after 100 days.
No. You could always find toggle it off and things, but just auto toggle it off after would be fine if you guess. But I don't think people will mind too much about it. It's one button click, or maybe two button clicks, because they push up to the bottom and then the bottom would be get rid of it. Yeah.
How do we feel about the comment of, yes, there's the wiki, there's YouTube, there's guys, but they're all outside of the game? How do you guys feel about that?
Well, for me, like, I think that's kind of like my main source of learning how to play was through the YouTube videos. It was through Rob and Magamu mostly, and Tactical.
Nice.
Yep. That's how I learned, and my friends that I was playing with.
So do you think that it's a problem that the game doesn't teach you outwardly? is outwardly the right word? You know, is it a problem that they directly? Sure. Is it problematic that you had to rely on YouTube videos to learn how to play the game? Do you think?
No, like, I mean, now I think they improved a lot with that system of getting people immersed into the game. You know, doing the tutorials, with the void thing or whatever it's called, with the vor.
Yeah,
The beginning tutorial, they didn't have that when we started, and I think that's you know, I even played it through, you know, again, and it was really good. Like, I think they made a lot of strides, you know, of getting people, you know, comfortable, I guess is the word. But like, I think after, even if you get stuck or something, like, they're not gonna really, the game's not gonna know if you're stuck or not. So, I mean, that's when you go to Reddit or YouTube, you know, to see if anybody else figured, you know, something out. And I think that's okay. Like, I don't have a problem with that.
See, like, I'm very much in agreement with you. Like, to me, the number of times that I have done anything, like, you know, job related or not, and I'm trying to work out how to do it. Often, my best port of call is to go to YouTube first, right? You know, how do I enable? Sorry, how do I fix this problem with job, right? I Google it and I get like so many websites with like, oh yeah, this huge article. You know, I will not read any of the article. I'll find the command to put into Linux to get it to work, copy and paste it, job done, right? But so many of these websites now have like, oh, you have an ad blocker, we're not going to let you see the website. And so I'm now default to going to YouTube to find out how to do it, rather than, you know, even considering using like official resources or whatever.
Yeah, it's usually the Reddit forum or YouTube for me.
It's tricky because I do feel do almost rely a bit too much on the community to explain stuff. A bit like a little bit of a crutch they don't want to get rid of. It's like just there. It's like, hey, it's good. It's you warn everything. I would like to see a little bit more integration. Maybe on the launch. I know for PC, I'm not sure how this will with consoles because I've not played on console. But for instance, on the PC launcher, before you play the game, a tab on there, I think, would have been fair by now to have maybe like random videos shown, or links to the wiki. Like, it could be an external sources tab, and the players are like, oh, what's that? Oh, the wiki. Just any, you know, there is a list of approved sources sort of thing on the website with the I always forget. It's not the creator program. Is it the creator program?
Warframe creators, yeah.
Yeah, Warframe creators. So there's all those links and things on for that on the website. But I think maybe bringing it closer, or some method, and I think launcher for PC would at least be good, because then it's not officially, it's not in the game, but it's very close. It's, you know, that's the thing I think would help.
My question is, does the consoles have like a launcher equivalent? Right? Do they have that like
landing page where you could put a link to?
Yeah. Before you hit the X button to log into the game or whatever.
I'm curious. Like, do have the three of us here? Do any of us have next gen consoles?
I have a Switch.
You have a Switch?
I can't remember.
Yeah, I actually got the game on the Switch. They also put some of the Tenno items on there too.
Yeah.
And I haven't been on there in a while to claim any of it, but it's there.
I think there is a launcher there, but the other side of things is that I don't think there's a single games console that doesn't have a YouTube app. So here's a glorified question. Why not have it that when you click, it's like you go to the modding thing, and there's, I don't know, a tutorial icon. I don't know what a tutorial icon would look like. A tutorial icon, and you click on it, and it effectively takes you to YouTube, and like,
from the
here's
game.
a tutorial. Yeah, from the game.
Yeah, I think that's the crossing point they don't want to cross. I'm with you.
Well,
I'm with you.
Some
But
other games do that too.
Do
They'll
they?
cross it over to YouTube. I know Path of Exile does that.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, for when you go in their market,
Like,
Even
like
if it's
cosmetics and things like that.
Yeah, even if it's a case of like DE pay content creators, like, you know, so they pay for their services to create a tailored experience of, like, you know, this is how modding works. Because, like, oh yeah, we'll pay Joey Zero to explain how modding works, right? And he creates a video. That video can live on the Play Warframe page, so it doesn't take them to Joey's account in case that, you know, there's a falling out between Joey and DE or anything like that.
Yeah, they could replace the video with a new person if they needed to, or if there was an update.
Need to, yeah, you know.
Maybe.
So, like, there could be anything. Like, I really think that that's the thing, but I also feel that there should be more synergies. Sort of as a macro level where, like, oh yeah, you want to chat to so and so in the game, here, let's set up a Discord communication. Now that Discord's even coming on bloody PlayStation.
You can dream, Xeno. You can dream.
Okay.
Right. Can we look at the community replies to this topic?
Do we have any further final points that we want to make on the original post first?
I think it's all valid.
One point I have. I disagree, right? That Warframe is a great game, late game.
Ooh.
Right? I would say Warframe, right? Yeah, I would say Warframe is a great game mid-game, right? But late game, as we have all, like, kind of said, is like, well, what am I going to do? Like, I'd rather just hang out with my friends. Like, you know, Nazareth goes, oh, I need to, you know, I'm farming for Gara Prime. I'll come help, you know? But otherwise, yeah, like, what am I going to do?
Right, okay, well, we'll go to replies. First one. Agreed. My pitch to friends is basically, it's a fantastic game that has a pretty steep learning curve, but I'm happy to help explain anything the game doesn't.
Yeah.
That's a fair amount, though.
Yeah, well, I mean, like,
I think I've said that a few times myself.
Like, Lars, look at Dauntless. Like, how do we play this?
Go and
smash
hit things.
stuff.
Smash stuff.
Yeah. But no, I agree. I mean, hell, we recently came across one of our old friends from the uni days, and, you know, we even periodically message him and say, like, you know, don't forget this.
Have some more Warframe slots. have some more slots. Yeah. Right, next point.
Yeah, I'm actually...
Sorry, you go.
All right. I was going to say I actually got my nephew hooked onto the game, but he's, like, bugging me, you know, 24/7 about everything now. It's just like, I don't play that much anymore, so it's I felt kind of lost myself.
Yeah.
He's 9, but he's pretty much figured everything out. Just playing.
Wow.
To be 9 again. See, we grew up when computer games were not nearly as advanced as this. We grew up, we were born too early, guys.
Yeah.
Playing Doom.
Doom. Pixels. Pretty pixels. Okay, next point is... Hopefully, that is where good community comes in. I've been playing for, I think, 2 years. Not so sure, but whenever I was stuck, randoms have helped me out. Plus, this is before Q&A chat was a thing, and so I at least try to pass on the help I got to new players. Oh, is there a chat for helping new players?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure there's.
That's pretty useful. We should spend time in there and help some new players.
It's in game,
is it in the game?
Yeah, it's one of the tabs. So
oh really?
I don't know if it's called players. No, I think the forum is called players helping players.
Yeah.
I don't know what it's called in game, but yeah, I mean, you know,
that seems pretty useful.
Sit in the relay chat and sit in the sets and just it's over there.
It's better than just sitting in the lobby waiting for somebody to be there with.
Right.
Sitting in one of the lobbies
Yeah.
all day.
Oh, well, the people who do that to sell stuff, I just do not know how they have the perseverance to sit there trying to sit in lobbies trying to sell prime parts. Ooh.
Oh, you mean trade chat?
Yes.
It's called a bot.
I can't do that anymore. I just buy it with Plat.
Yes.
I just buy the Plat. And
The lazy strat. It works. Right. The last point
it's
on
a
here.
time saver.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah, I just don't. Me and Xeno here, we used to buy every Prime Access to just support DE, and we used to delete the stuff we got from Prime Access, and then we'd re-earn it again through play. Yeah. And then at some point we went, we don't have the time anymore, so we just use what we get.
And then we got real jobs.
Yep. Yeah, to become boring adults. Anyway, but still, this last point, this is exactly why Warframe is unique. Most developers make you go through a tutorial and or lay a path out for which you must follow in order to progress with the game. Essentially, they take gamers for idiots. DE, however, understands that its gamers aren't idiots. I
don't agree with this.
I don't agree. Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, as soon as you... Right, so first off, I don't think DE thinks gamers are idiots. No. Because they make pretty complicated game, and there are people that are on YouTube that have worked out how the fuck this shit works.
Far better than I ever will.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure Zandy could, get a whiteboard and explain it all and everything, and I'll still be like, what? You know? So
go back to where you said the word mod. That's where you lost me.
That was the first word.
Yes. Start there.
But the thing for me is the fact that as soon as you have finished Vor's prize, it just lets go of your hand.
Worst, kind of throws you into the fray.
Worst still, now that Vor's prize is entirely on Earth, and you have there's no need to do any junctions, so it doesn't even teach you the junctions anymore.
I think I noticed that too when my nephew started playing. He was kind of struggling with unlocking things and where to unlock. But fortunately, I had everything already unlocked.
Yeah,
so I didn't have to go through that experience over again. But I can imagine that being kind of frustrating for newer players.
I think Loz is deep in thought.
I'm deep in thought and thinking that wouldn't it be cool if there was a different quest that picked up at the end of Vor's prize that gave you a new sub-villain to play with that was taunting you and going, hey, I bet you can't catch me, that leads you through the next junction onto Mars. You know, I don't have to go back to, I think you have to go down to Mercury and then back again, but that's the kind of thing, so that every time, a bit like, wouldn't it be good if the game gave you a lich early on that would give you special voice lines to kind of carry you through so that you get past when you get to Mars is when you fight it and kill it.
No? There's a simpler solution.
Oh,
you fight Vor again on Pluto, right?
Yeah.
So instead of actually killing Vor, right, you just have Vor on Pluto. Sorry, not Pluto. Sorry, Phobos. My bad. You have Vor on Phobos, just going na 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 na.
But
right?
I don't know. I'd love to see more things to it, but I don't think they can add more to Vor's. They haven't added more to Vor's storyline at the end of his storyline. I doubt they're going to try and flesh out the starting storyline some more.
Okay. Are you seriously trying to tell me that they won't add more plot to the start of the game?
Not for Vor.
Are you seriously telling me that, corrupted Vor monologue speech that is memed to hell and back?
Yep.
Right. That same Vor.
Yep.
It is not. They wouldn't give him more dialogue at the start.
Yep.
Sure, Loz. Okay, sure, right.
It'll just be another monologue.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. See, Frelling gets it. They'll put another monologue, right? So
more memes to.
Yeah, See, what you'll do is after you finished Vor's prize, right? The next time you go to the star chart will zoom to Pluto, and then you'll have another message window. God damn it! Yes, Phobos. And then it'll come up with a little dialogue window where he'll give you another memeable speech, right? It won't play and until you go and hunt him down on Phobos, and then oh, there you go. And then after that, he is in the void. And he does it again, and then it gives you an incentive to go and explore and fight the fucker.
No.
You know I'm not wrong.
It should be either Allard or Neff, who takes an interest in you, early on. Drinking?
Don't they do that anyway?
I'll give you Allard.
Like when you go through the transits, don't they do that? Like when they do their introductory of the bosses, like when you open up the new junction. Yeah.
Does it do it?
No.
Does it do that?
I swear they got rid of those.
I remember those years ago when you got to a new planet. It would be like, the boss would chime in and be like, "Man, you're weak, Tenno." And then that would be it.
Actually, got rid of that.
Yeah, I think they got rid of that ages ago.
Tell you what, I'm gonna message our mutual new
acquaintance.
Our mutual
acquaintance.
Fine. It's not acquaintance.
Acquaintance.
I
will find out about that. But anyway.
No. I'm going to ask him right now.
Okay.
When you get to a new planet,
this is why I like Freddie. I've had to deal with this person. No professionalism. Terrible.
Are you going to pause it or not?
No.
Fine. When you get to a new planet, do you get greeted?
Oh, dear.
Boss of that planet. We don't know. He might just he's on his phone right now. He might just go, yes.
Yes. Yeah. Oh, let's have a look. His phone. There we go. Well, I see your message. We'll see. Anyway, shall we round off this topic for now? We can wait for that reply to come back.
Yeah, I think so.
Right. Right.
So
Oh.
So what was that, Frelling?
I said we have to know.
Yeah, we do have to know.
He's not replied yet. We'll have to wait. You sure he's online?
Yeah, okay.
Well, it's there. I'll open it. We'll come back to it.
Okay, yeah. Well, I mean, if you're listening to the topic episode, you're just going to have to come to the main episode to find out your answer.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
Right.
Yeah.
Right, should we move on to topic 2?
Yes.
Cool, right. I need to take the time down real quick. I think that's 108. 108. 26. Right, cool. So, topic 2 is Liches are not really adversaries. Any ideas on how Liches could do something other than just sit on their nodes? Even New Loka feels more threatening than them cause they actually attack. I can wait forever, adversary, but I won't. Are you sure about that? Right. So that's the body of the main topic. And I mean, first off,
hello?
Hello? Did he freeze up?
He seems to have frozen.
Oh no.
We can still hear each other. That's good.
Yep.
At least it's not my end.
Have I really frozen?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think you're back now.
Okay, that was weird.
Yeah.
Okay, sorry. I was just asking. Frelling, how many Liches have you killed?
Easy. 0. We haven't gotten that far yet.
This makes it so much harder.
The thing is, me myself,
gotten that far.
I've killed 0 as well.
So here's the problem. It's now become a one-sided topic because I'm the only one who's actually fought any.
No, but at the same time, I think it's for me at least. I think it's very apt because I do have a lich. I think I've had this lich probably for almost a year now, maybe even longer. They probably have I can't wait to kill them at some point and just see the mountain of resources that will explode out of their body, including things like, if you remember from months ago, they stole my Chinese New Year glyphs. They're in there still. Yeah, so especially that I get that when I log in I can wait forever adversary, but I won't. I'm like, well, you can wait some longer then. Oh dear. I've killed other people's liches. Does that count?
No. Oh yeah. Okay. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. if you like, okay. So I'd like to get your guys' opinions on liches themselves. Like, why haven't you engaged with them? Is it just a simple they don't appeal to you? You've not had time to play them. You know what? Yeah, let's explore this part of it first.
Well, for me, it's definitely a time sink. Like, just getting to that point. I think I stopped. Like with this, do you need to do the story to unlock those, or did they just show up?
I think you have to do the War Within.
Yeah.
Okay. I think I finished. That was the last quest that I did, was War Within.
Mm-hmm.
I think I just had finished that, but I think I stopped like right after that. And I was kind of focusing a lot of my time on Tenno Gen.
Okay.
So that's my answer. Like, don't they they take away like your resources during your?
So basically, the mission, not the mission rewards, the stuff. Oh, actually, no. Wait, have I broken up again?
No, I think it's reading this time because I can hear you fine, Drew, but I can't hear.
Okay.
We back?
How about now?
Yeah.
Clicking out reason.
Oh, it's the
Always
headphones again.
technical issues.
Okay.
Right. What were we saying?
I think Frilling was asking, does it steal your resources? Yes, it does. So it takes like a portion of your resources if you fight it on any of the Kuva Lich highlighted parts of the planet map.
That you've had previously, or like during a mission, like the current mission?
It's is it any mission or is it just the Thrall missions?
No, it's the regions. It changes, you know, where it's not
No. So that you know that there's a node, right? When you click on the node, you have two types of missions to do: the normal one or the Thrall one.
Oh yeah,
or the Lich one, right? Yeah. Does it take them from the normal?
Yes, because that's how it stole my Chinese New Year glyphs.
Do you have the opportunity to get it back though?
Yes.
Or is it just gone forever?
Everything gets stored in the giant loot pinata that the Lich becomes.
Yeah. So
and then it comes like a random drop kind of situation?
No, when you kill it, you get everything back.
Oh, okay.
Giant pinata.
I mean, I guess if it's something that you really want to get back, then I don't see why you wouldn't want to, you know, initiate with them.
Maybe you're onto something there. Maybe they should make it that liches steal more important things.
Yeah.
Every warframe part you get until you kill them.
Like a prime part or something?
Yes. Oh.
But then people wouldn't engage with them at all. Surely people would be like, yeah, I'm not going to get a lich.
Well,
but you can also make it so that, you know, make it the reward of killing it just as equal or better. I think that could work. Be like more of an incentive, because it sounds like there's not a whole lot of incentive for people to kill them. So if you offer a better reward than what you had beforehand, you know, I think that could work. I mean, that it probably would make me do it.
Yeah, if you basically would turn the you turn the Lich into some sort of bank investment scheme where you do missions so it steals stuff, but then the Lich reinvests your stuff to get more stuff. So when you kill it, you get stuff back. I think that would be an interesting way, yeah, because I think you've hit a nail on the head there, actually, because I'm thinking, why haven't I killed my Lich? It's because I'm not really motivated to. I mean, there's not it'll get you a weapon, I guess, and I'm just like, do I care? Not really. And there's no real gameplay benefit to killing the Lich. You don't progress anything. You don't get anywhere. You are then done with that Lich. You have to move on to another one, and just for the goal of getting more weapons. I think they're too focused on just giving you weapons. There needs to be something more.
Yeah, just some kind of incentive.
That's
simple.
Maybe a shoulder emblem that has a number that goes up every single time you kill a Lich.
That would encourage me. Yes, that would be something small, but yeah, that's the kind of thing I'd like. Yeah.
Because I mean, a part of me says like more. So they also have ephemeras on them. So like, if you want to get a specific ephemera, then yeah. I mean, I personally do not have that big of an interest in ephemera. I think I would personally rather like a Cyan Dana or something from, a Lich.
Yeah. Or have it so like you can choose your reward like they do with the Void keys.
Yeah?
Yeah. Going back to the old Void key system, I think I would be fine with that.
Yeah, the new system they have is so confusing for me.
Really?
Like, to get in, the letters and the numbers is just like.
Oh god, yeah. Oh, that's what the search is for. You just go into the reliquary. I don't know what it's fucking called. The terminal.
Oh god.
Yeah, the terminal at the back, and you just do a search for the actual part you want, and then like, oh, that relic has it. Cool.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the relics.
I miss the keys. I love the keys.
Yeah.
They were fun.
Yeah, but the problem was that like people got too many rewards and they were just like stockpiling keys. Yeah, and I get it. They want a better. Yeah,
that wasn't the main issue.
Well, it was one of the issues for them.
Yeah, it was one of the issues because you could take 4 people into a survival.
Yeah.
Yes, and get an insane amount of prime parts from 1 key for 4 people. Yeah. But so survival was the issue, and the other issue was that you were always playing the same tile set. That was the bigger issue. That was it. That everyone, what was endgame? Well, you go and play in the void because that's what you do in endgame. You saw one tile
now
set.
You don't go to the void at all.
And now we never go to the void. There's no reason to ever again.
Okay, so if you wanted to, so we've spoken about ways of improving the baseline of the Lich, right? But what about this whole idea of them being an adversary, right?
Yes.
This whole right. So I mean, here's a question for you: who's a duo that is like so and so is an adversary of such and such, right? Who comes to mind?
You mean like
Should I give an
Superman and Lex Luthor?
Yeah, I mean, like, or He-Man and Skeletor, or like who comes to mind?
Someone hasn't been watching the He-Man
Shut
trailer
up, you.
for the show coming.
Shut up, you! I thought it was like a weird movie thing.
It was a series.
Is it series?
Series.
Is it series? Okay,
Yeah,
fine.
it's a
Whatever.
series.
Regardless. Like, what? So what duo do you guys think of as like an iconic, pair of adversaries? I think you understand what I'm trying to ask.
I think a lot. I think now it's becoming a lot. There's a lot of gray in between. Like, there's no real like bad and good hero. It's usually a lot of gray areas now.
Yeah.
And I usually tend to like, I don't know, like, it's like I think a lot of the older stories have like a yin and yang kind of thing where they're like polar opposites of one another, but I think the way stories are telling it now is more up for the person to decide if they're good or bad. Like,
Could you give an example?
just anything. Anybody? I mean,
Well, I mean, like my one duo I would come up with would be Batman and the Joker, right?
yeah,
But I don't.
a lot of, or like Professor X and Magneto.
Oh, yeah.
That would definitely have grey areas. Yeah, I can totally go behind that.
Or
So
Thanos and the universe. I don't.
yeah,
I don't know.
anyone. Yeah.
The Doctor and the Master.
No, stop you.
Why?
That's a slippery slope to go down. It's a treacherous one as well. Anyway,
terrible waste pit.
No, stop. We're trying to avoid that one. Right. My point is that what is it that truly makes them adversaries against each other? So what would it take to be an adversary of the player? And my initial thought was, well, you should never be able to kill them, right? Because
Or maybe work with them.
Mm,
Like open up a storyline with them.
so it's
Yeah, I think that's the key point, is that it's the story, isn't it? It's the ongoing relationship is what it is. As you're saying, like, get on to the point that you have a quest line with them. Whereas all those examples you gave, like I said, the one sticking in my head is the Professor X and Magneto one. You know,
Yeah.
it's always an evolving story, isn't it, between them? It's like, it's not just over and done. But the problem with Liches is that that's it. You're just done with the Lich. You know,
well, the big thing.
I was going to suggest, why don't have a quest that, say, leads on to going back to the Kuva Fortress, and because you've convinced your Lich to join you against the Queens, and so you then take the fight back to the Kuva Fortress with like a cool quest line. That'd be cool.
Our friends come back to us. No, the intros after the junctions were removed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought those were really handy.
Onion, yeah. They should like either come back, you know, or
Yep.
something alternative. But yeah, sorry. Crap, that's really just throwing me. What did you just say, Loz?
Quest line to go take the
Yes.
fight back to the Kuva Fortress.
Like, I really like that idea, and maybe we could get like mini quest lines or something like that. I think they have to temper the quality of the quest. Like, it doesn't have to be entirely, oh god, what was it? Voiced and things like that. Maybe it's a case of they just voice the first line of the dialogue, and then the reader, so the player has to read the rest or something. But maybe it's just all written. But I really feel that, you know, you have a really valid point with the idea of, or you both do actually have a really valid point with the whole, there's a quest behind it, there's a narrative behind the reason why you're fighting each other. Because yeah, right now nothing like that exists. So you're just like, why am I fighting this? This is just a dude with a name that I'm murdering. But my question
Like
to
a
you,
bounty.
Yeah. You're just bounty hunters. You're just glorified. You're a glorified Boba Fett. So my question to you then is, should you be able to kill your Lich and get a new one? Because otherwise, to me personally, it doesn't feel like that much of an adversary thing if you're just murdering your opponents.
I think you should. It shouldn't be that murdering should be if you wanted to say you progress on a story with them, but let's say you did want to re-roll the story, or it wasn't going to your liking, or some options didn't appear or something. You could permanently kill off the Lich and basically start again on a path, but it shouldn't be rewarded killing Lich, because that's the point. Is the moment the goal is kill the Lich, get rewarded. Whereas if it was more that was seen as a reroll opportunity, or permanently killing off the Lich rather than coming back, because that was the thing originally. The original pitch of them, they were supposed to keep coming back continuously, weren't they, until you finally killed them? Yeah.
So
is there an infinite number of Liches?
Yeah.
Like, okay, so they just keep coming.
Yep.
Like, no matter how many you kill them.
Yep.
Interesting.
Gotta keep re-rolling more weapons. Gotta keep grinding that RNG. Woo-hoo.
So I'm honestly struggling with ideas on how to approach this, and I can only just surmise that what DE chose to do was realistically the best viable solution. But my question to you is, how do you reward someone that has fought the same Lich for a year and someone that has killed and fought a Lich for a day? Are we going to go back to the whole it should be based on cosmetics? Should there be an arm badge that is a number for how many days my Lich has lived for?
I don't think, because that's just a waiting game. It doesn't force you to engage with the Lich. And I don't like, as you say, the difference between one and thing. One basic thing I would say from actually looking at the points we have from the original topic, they say even New Loka feels more threatening than them because they actually attack. Maybe something, I know this isn't a permanent solution, but a quick addition would be the Lich pops up like the Syndicate thing where it says, you're bad, Tenno, blah, and it sends thralls at you, just into any mission. It wouldn't be the actual Lich, but at least you would feel a connection and a presence to it. But it sends you a thrall kill squad at you.
I could see that, because then you would feel like that they would be a threat.
Yeah. And it feels like it's trying to get you. Hmm.
I think this is I'm thinking about this hard. I think this
that's just a basic quick fix. I think they could add in real easily.
I don't think that would fix it. Because
no, I'm not saying it would fix it. I'm saying it would at least make the Lich feel more on par with the Syndicates, which do feel like they're coming to kill you. Like, I feel that New Loka doesn't really like me. They keep insulting me and yelling at me and sending kill squads after me. So at least there's that. It would at least, I'm not saying it's the complete solution, I'm not saying anything, but it would be something that at least added in would be okay. Would you mind it if that was added in?
I kind of would.
Oh, why?
Because if I have decided I'm not doing any more Liches, but then a kill squad goes for a player that does have a Lich, I then have to deal with their kill squad.
Yeah, but you have to do that already with New Loka.
Yes, but the New Loka stuff is different, right? The New Loka stuff doesn't happen nearly as much.
No, but it would happen on the same rate as that. It would
then
be exactly
how are
the
they
same as
adversaries?
Because then for the player, it at least is a reminder while they're doing other missions that the Lich is actively trying to kill you. They are sending a kill squad at you, even though it is the bare bones thing of one.
So I don't know if Frelling's aware of this, but I could kill a Lich from start to finish in a few hours.
Yeah,
right.
If you focused it.
Yeah. So why would I pick up a Lich and then I'm going to leave you over there. You're going to stay over there. You're going to be pretty. I'm going to keep you on a shelf. And then, just to get attacked periodically.
I will log in and tell you how many days my one's been alive later. And then I'll tell you how long it's been sitting on that shelf.
Yeah, but, why do you care? Right? Why? My point is, you have a Lich. You've left it there.
Yeah. Because
it's not bothering you.
And I can't there's other things that have been distracting me with my attention.
Right.
Or I haven't chosen to gain progress with that.
My point is that if it comes and bothers you,
yeah,
you're going to want to do something about it.
Well,
you're going to want to, right?
I will get probably some progression on it without even trying while doing something else because it sent thralls at me. So I'll get some progress on my thingy wheelie thing.
So you really think that you would just leave it there to just continue to send thralls at you regardless of the time of day?
If that was in play, as in the attack combos from the kill squads of thralls, over the time I've had my Lich, by now, just from random times they spawn and I've killed them, I probably would have had all 3 nodes done on my Lich by now and gone, oh well, I've already unlocked the thing. I might as well go find my Lich now, because at least then it would be done while I was playing other parts of the game. And at the same time, I would still have the connection of feeling like the Lich is trying to actively get at me because kill squads keep turning up. I don't see the loss. I don't see what the negative is here. It's not an optimal way of finishing a Lich, no, but at least it gives you progress on the Lich while doing other things, and it gives a more thematic reason for the Lich to attack you. I don't see the downside.
They could also add the Liches to the Syndicate attack, too.
So the Lich's kill squad, right?
Yeah.
Would it steal stuff from you?
No.
So it's literally just here's a flavored version of a kill squad.
This is just the basic. I'm not saying this is a solution or anything. I'm just saying that you could add this in almost tomorrow. It's very simple, and it would at least achieve something. Wow. Back on the floor.
I genuinely think this would actually make people want to make sure that they don't have Liches.
Yeah, it might do. It might do. It might do. But I think maybe even that's an achievement, because then it would encourage people to either clean off, sell, or finish off their Lich. But I think we'll agree to disagree on this one. Shall we move on? Unless you want any other way to describe how they should be more aggressive.
I wanted Frelling's point on what you said before we moved on.
Ah, okay.
Well,
do you think what? Yeah.
Well, like what we were saying is them not being an incentive to kill. I think if you add that on top of his idea with the Syndicate squad, but had it be the Lich thing, because they don't. Do they pop up when you're in a mission, or is it like before you start a mission? Like, how do you know that you have to go kill them?
So you have a special node when you're selecting, a special mission on a node. So like, I'm on Pluto. I've clicked on Outer Terminus. There's an option to do a.
So it's just an option. It's not. You're not forced.
No.
Exactly. Yeah, it's optional.
I think that might be like one of their issues, is because you're not being forced into it like you were with like the other syndicates. Like you have no control over the syndicates attacking you. So if you
that's not entirely true, because you can become neutral with the syndicate.
But that's the same excuse of what you were saying about the Lich. I could go kill my Lich and then I don't have a Lich. That's the same argument. Yeah.
So if you have like maybe like a syndicate Lich like that you can go to and unlock stuff, then they won't, be a threat, or they will be a threat. I don't know. I guess that would change the whole dynamic to their system. I think if they change it to a syndicate.
I wish they would, and then they could have the then get back to the kingpin system, and we can have tiers of thralls and liches, and then we can have progression. It'd be so good. It'd
be a reason for people to
play it,
or not kill them.
I think the tiered system is probably a better way of expanding them. But regardless, should we go to the replies?
Okay. So first reply, some ideas. If they're annoyed, they might send out a capture squad. See, I don't read these beforehand. Okay. So, if they're annoyed, they might send out a capture squad. The Grineer in this squad focus more on trapping, slowing, and subduing the player. If this squad manages to kill you, this mission becomes a recovery mission aboard the Lich's galleon. If the Lich is fuming, then instead of the capture squad, they send a kill squad. The Grineer in this squad are more violent, more aggressive, and more direct than the capture squad, so they'll be a lot harder to avoid. When the Lich reaches the furious or enraged level, they'll be the ones to appear in the mission instead of the squads.
No, but getting those levels is easy. So, for your benefit, actually, I don't know if Loz knows this, but for
let me know.
Everyone's benefit, when you have a Lich, on the left-hand side, on the UI, under their name, there is a level of how they feel towards you. Right? So the more nodes you clear, the more that state changes, right? And then if they get into the enraged level, so like the 4th or 5th state, they then start coming after you, right? If you don't do anything with them, the likelihood of you encountering them is extremely low.
Right.
Yeah. So that's the whole point of that level. So what this person is suggesting is basically use that as a method of, getting them to send additional stuff at the earlier stages. Because right now, the Furious and Engage levels, that's what it does anyway.
Is it a very one-way progress thing? So as soon as you start doing things with your Lich just moves up towards Furious and Enraged, and that's it. It just stays there.
Yeah.
Huh.
So no. Until it kills you.
Yeah.
Right. So if you fail to kill it, then it levels up and its state resets back to 0.
Okay.
So but this just feels like, oh, they're annoyed. I'm gonna they'll be annoyed for maybe 1 or 2 missions, right? Before they moved up to Fuming, which again will be 1 or 2 missions before they move up to Furious, right? Because the whole point is that this is supposed to be within one planet. So you need to, if you clear off the planet, then they will be enraged by that point, and you'll more than likely see them by the last node of that planet. And if you do manage to clear off the planet without killing them, then they'll just move to another planet.
Is this a system that they have in now, or
yes?
Huh.
So I just feel like the capture and kill squads are just like,
what, tying them to the you mean tying them to the enraged state of the Lich is just ridiculous, because you never see the first 2, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Unless you never touched your Lich, yeah.
Yeah, well, even then, you have the, oh god, the 0 state, which is like the doesn't care about you state, which is not annoyed, right? So there's one before this, so there's not even a state for that. So there's like, oh, why aren't we sending capture squads from the get-go? So this response is more about escalating difficulty from the beginning, right? Or actually from one stage in, than it is actually making it feel thematic that they're there. They've got a presence.
Yeah, I get what you're saying there, yeah.
Unless I got it wrong.
It would rush, from what it sounds like you're saying, it would rush far too fast. You barely see the squads. Either you don't touch your Lich and you never see the squads because they don't start till annoyed. And then if you are getting to the point that you're raising your level your Lich, you're more likely you'll probably hit Furious and Enraged very easily, and so you won't see the squads again either. And then your Lich will turn up instead, and then it'll either kill you or you kill it, and then it resets. So yeah, I don't see the point of tying those to the Lich
indifferent.
Anger. Yeah.
Indifferent,
especially putting the effort to putting a whole recovery mission in, like when you get killed by the Harvester. That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Should we move on to the next one?
It's kind of like a Grand Theft Auto kind of system. In when you see the stars pop up, you'll know that they're enraged or something.
I would be more interested to see this, like, as a mid-mission thing. So, like, you're doing a survival, and they will start sending in like a dude, right? So you start sending in thralls, and then you're killing the thralls. Oh, they don't like that, so they start sending in capture squads. You're killing the capture squads. They don't like that. They start sending in kill squads. You're killing the kill squads. Like, it escalates within the mission. I'm fine with, right? But I don't like the idea of, like, it needs a complete rework of a system or an expansion to it, like, on top of, like, this is ground floor stuff as it is now, and then add on. I really like the tiering system, like the idea of, like, you go, oh yeah, but now I'm going to do a pyramid scheme where I've got this Lich in, and, like, these 2 Liches work for me as they fight you, right? I honestly think that would be a much better way of addressing it. Next
There you
replay.
Well, I'll move on to the next one. D made the decision of cordoning off Liches from any other content, whether because they were afraid of people multi-farming or because they didn't want pre-war within players to interact with Liches. I don't know, but it means that aside from the theft mechanic, players just aren't going to interact with their Lich until they're ready to kill it. Seems pretty complete. That's where I'm at.
I don't think it's to do with the multi-farming. I don't think it's to do with pre-war thing. I think it's just because people, like, the whole idea was that you got a Lich a lot easier. Like, you just killed a Larvling in the environment and then you have a Lich, right? So you could kill a Larvling and then not realize that you've acquired one, right? Having them then appear at any point in time, I think would just frustrate players, right? It's like, oh yeah, I'm doing this Dog Days mission. Oh, an Eidolon appeared. What the hell?
First of all, nothing can turn up in Dog Days. That's a bit mean. Secondly, Eidolons can't turn up. So again, that's a bit.
Oh my god. Okay, fine. It was supposed to be a grandiose
bad
bullshit thing.
Bad choice.
Oh, fine. Okay, fine.
They'd just be just like annoying as the syndicates then popping up.
Yes, the issue here is that the Liches are in theory supposed to be appearing more frequently, right? So, you know, if you try to do anything, I'm like, was it after you kill Vor, the very next mission you're going to get Stalker?
Are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's like the very first time you ever kill Vor. I'm very sure the next mission you encounter Stalker.
Okay.
Yeah, and you know, can you just envision this? Like, you know, I'm just fishing on the plains of Ireland. Oh no, my Lich has turned up with his hit squad.
Can you get kills? No. Can you get kill squads on the plains? I don't think you can.
I honestly don't know.
I think you can. I've never seen one.
I would.
Okay, fine. You're focusing on the semantics here.
Well, no, because you chose the most peaceful thing to do there to complain about, which is fishing. Let's go with, let's say you're farming. You're trying to go to like wave 40 in a defense or something, and then it turned up at wave 35, all buffed up and dangerous. Yeah, it would be a bit annoying. But even then, I think it would only appear within the first 5 minutes anyway, like most things. Hard to say. Yeah, I don't know. I think.
Or here's another one. Okay. There you are. You're doing void relics. You're opening up relics, and then all of a sudden it turns up and it steals your prime part. There you go.
Yeah.
Right. You know.
I think you have a anti-lich problem, but anyway, moving on.
I have an anti-lich problem.
Yeah.
No, I just don't think players are going to engage with the game. If, like, wait a second, I just finally got that Gara Prime Neuroptics, and the Lich fucking stole it. You know players are going to kick off.
Yes, good. Feel the hate. No, but I agree with them maybe on that. But I do feel that if I randomly had kill squads turning up that I wasn't even thinking about, and then go, hey, shall I check my Lich? And I check my Lich, and randomly 3 months down the line, I've actually unlocked all 3 of its symbols because I just randomly was doing its kill squads. I'd be like, oh, I'll go kill my Lich then, you know, without even thinking. It would just, you know, passively make people kill more Liches. Otherwise, as this is saying, there's no reason. I've had no reason to interact with mine until I go and get around to killing it. So, yeah.
So, should you passively get Void Tracers?
That's what I'm saying. The equivalent thereof, yeah.
So, you should just, okay.
So I think you should get more Void Tracers in more locations, to be honest. Maybe you should get some in the Void more.
Yeah, I'll give you that one.
Okay, let's finish off
the
last 2.
Did they add those Corpus ones in yet?
They're not in yet. They're soon, TM.
Yeah, see, they're just adding more Liches without really having the incentive.
But there's briefcase weaponry. No, I won't start that. My angriness. Yeah, these ones are a little different because these ones will have like robo dogs that attack you. I think, right in it.
The hounds, yeah.
I did see that.
A little different, but We'll see.
I would say like Corpus changed a lot, especially with the Liches. I was looking at it the other day. Like it's totally different than what they had, a year or two ago with Phallus.
Yes. I agree with you, actually. You mean in general, the corpus, the theme of the corpus feels very different, yeah?
They're like aesthetic. Like I got like a real like Crisis 5 from the Hounds.
Mm.
With like the all those like straps on the shoulders.
Mm.
And it's a lot more lights on them too.
Oh. Mm.
It's very kind of Tron-y.
Yeah, I missed the old days. With one corpus crewman. They do a lot more than that now. Oh. Yeah. All right, so let's move on to
it's not like the crewman anymore.
Yeah.
There's so many different helmets now. There was like the crewman, and everything was built off that. But every time I turn around and there's a new... Oh, you've got a new funny helmet corpus person. Oh, you've got a new funny helmet corpus person.
Yeah, but look how many variations of Grineer we have. Like, it just wasn't fun to compare. Oh, look, Grineer get all the love. What about the corpus? No love for corpus? No love for corpus.
No love for corpus. Anyway, we need to finish this topic.
That was the situation for a while.
Oh,
sorry.
No, you make your point.
But, for a while, it was like that, where I was kind of struggling coming up with ideas because they didn't really have a lot of corpus themes at the time, and it was like a ton of Grineer stuff. Like,
yep.
Do they really
like Faven, he had a whole bunch of stuff to work off of compared to and what I did.
Yeah, I see what you mean now.
At the time.
Okay, yeah. Fair enough. Oh yeah, I can see the difference. Anyway, there's 2 points to finish. We should finish this topic. Having a Lich actually spawn like an assassin in any planet, regardless of its claim, could be something. Otherwise, you can just stay away, and the whole feeling of it sort of drops. Okay.
There's more.
Yeah, more. I know. I have to know. I am dangerous. I am deadly. I will kill you. Now, please come to Sedna. Please. Pretty please.
I get behind that.
I will check when I log in how old my Lich is. I really should look at that. It's probably a year old at this point.
Okay. Well, actually, it should be older than that because it came out October 2019.
I didn't engage with it right away. I did wait for a few of the changes because I was like, from what I saw, I was like, okay, this system, I think I'll hands off for a bit. So I did wait, but it was only maybe a month or two. I don't know. Right. The last reply is, just let them attack me like Stalker. It will already be 100 times better. Right now, Liches feel like they are always on the defense while boasting how they will kill us. Make them more aggressive.
Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe players would like them to be more
aggressive.
Yeah, more aggressive, more in your face. But like, it was one of the things that I've always understood to be a turn-off of the Nemesis system in Shadows of War, because they just turn up when like, no, I don't want you to turn up right now. God damn you, asshole.
Yeah, it's a little different though, isn't it? Because you're like, okay, I need to very carefully kill that guy while that guy assists me, and while that guy who's scared of rocks. And then all of a sudden it's like, hello, I'm going to stab you with a big tree. You're like, not now.
Yeah. Okay, fine. Right. I think we're done for this topic. So, should we move on to the graphs?
We shall.
Okay. So, where is the time? Is that 45 or 49? Can't remember. I'll work it out. 49. Nope, that's 59. 49. Cool. Right. So, our first graph. So
these are from the topics from last week. So here's some questions we have given a week for our community to reply of, and Xeno has made some polls. So what's the first one, Xeno?
I'm trying to... Right, okay, so our first one. Do you want to actually turn off the topics button?
Oh, yes, thank you very much. Yes, so yes. I am very bad at forgetting that. I've got it on my screen, but not on your screen. But now it is on your screen.
Cool, right. So, how do you feel about what was revealed for the Sisters of Parvos content? So 6% said negative, 44% said neutral, and 50% said positive.
Wow. So a lot of people are very neutral on Corpus Liches. What you're saying here?
Yeah. What about you, Frelling? How do you feel about the Sisters of Parvos? Did you actually see the reveal last week?
I'm
the
kind
dev
of
stream?
scoping it right now. Is this with the Corpus Liches
Yeah, this is the Corpus Liches.
and Ureli?
Yep.
So is this the next storyline?
Yeah. So basically, at the end of
Deadlock.
oh god, no, not Deadlock. The other one.
Oh, blow. Tempestary.
Tempestari. One named Corpus Villainess. Villainess. She ends up coming across another Corpus by the name of Parvos Granum, who has weird void magic powers for some reason.
And a golden hand.
Apparently, some reason. And he basically starts employing these villainesses, or these sisters, to murder the Tenno for some reason, because apparently we're enemies or something.
These are Corpus people?
Yep.
The end of Deadlock Protocol, which Loz referred to a moment ago, we kind of ended on happy terms, and now apparently that went away. Don't know why.
Let's see how that plans out. Yeah.
Right. So yes,
That's with Vala, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I actually haven't. Don't know.
Okay. Loz, where are you on this?
Which one? Graph? What one?
Yeah, no, like you don't feel positive.
I was positive. I'm quite surprised. Quite a lot of negatives. It's good. It's game content. It's pretty positive.
Okay.
You asked me about the briefcase weaponry. Wow, no, sorry.
That's part of it, isn't it? So, anyway, let's move on to the second one. How do you feel about the Ureli idle animations? Right. So, for Frelling's benefit, the motif that they went for with the idle animations is very kawaii.
Are you aware of Ureli, the next Warframe coming out?
I did kind of glance at her. She's like a surfing
water
mermaid looking creature.
So at one point in time, she was sat on a K drive. The K drive fell, and then she sort of
giggles and oh, look at me, giggle.
Yeah.
And the other thing was the
heart hands, which Loz can't do. You know the
did
whole that
see
thing.
That. I don't like
and
that
then
at all.
a giant ring of water. So was that you didn't like it?
Yeah, no, I'm not a fan of that at all.
Nah.
Mine would be a negative.
I think both Loz and I would be in the negative as well. So 22% said negative, 39% said positive, and 39% said neutral. I think if they just didn't take it that extra step.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
It's like too campy, for Warframe.
Yeah. Okay. The next graph is Loz is going to press the button. Do you share Xeno's concern that Ureli's Aqua Blades and K Drive will lead to another Ember's World on Fire Rush meta build? So I can't remember the order of the abilities, but basically she gets a K drive that she can use in any tile set, right? And she has these spinning aqua blades, like these spinning chain circular saws that just fly around her. And my god honest concern is that she's just going to turn into another Ember with World on Fire. She's just going to fly around the map, kill everything, and then cool, right? So 39% said yes, 61% said no. I'm
in no.
You're in no?
Yep.
I'm kind of happy that I'm not the only one.
Mm, I did actually see that. That's her ultimate. The spinning blades.
Her
Or is
ultimate
that
is like
Pillar of water.
explosion
oh
thing.
that
Yeah,
pillar?
Yeah.
Really? Huh.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow,
Huh.
she gets
That's exactly
both
what
of
me and Xeno
those?
were thinking. We're like, is that it? Huh.
Yeah.
But she gets both of those though. Like that's pretty powerful to have those blades around her and the thing,
Yeah.
the water spout.
Yeah.
That's a bit overpowered, in my
Yeah.
opinion.
Yeah. Unless the spinning
Too
blades
much
do like no
control.
damage.
Mm.
Yeah. Right. Should we go to the next one?
Which is 4. Oh, wow.
4.
That working?
Yeah.
It's gone all pixely.
I don't know. Right. How do you feel about the tease for the new war? Right. Okay. So the new war was teased again.
At TennoCon?
No. So basically, they showed off a clip of some mocap stuff with Jeff and Tim, and it was basically heavily implied that this is relating to the new war. And I kind of my opinion is I don't want them to tease about the new war. I just want them to release it
Or announce
completely.
the stuff.
Huh?
Or do the full announcement for it. Not tease.
Yeah, the full announcement. I'm
Yeah,
sure they'll do
okay.
that at TennoCon.
Yeah.
But still, it was just like,
There was also
Anyway,
the other thing at the end where Steve went, there'll be stuff at TennoCon that rhymes with Blue Moor or something like that, didn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, I wonder what that is.
Yeah. So 11% was negative, 22% was positive, and was neutral. Kind of surprised by how many people were neutral about it.
Yeah. So it wasn't much of a tease. It was the most gentle, tickly, I've got a little feather and I'm going to get underneath your chin and just gently tickle your feather, your chin a little bit. Tease. It was like the most minorest of teasy teasers.
Are you looking forward to the new war, Frelling?
Oh yeah, for sure. That's when they get older, right?
Mm.
think-
No, that's
that
the
something
very
else?
paradox. That's the very paradox. In theory, we don't know.
In theory.
We know nothing.
I'm trying to think. The new war is like
Sentience.
like her. Oh right. Okay, when the Lotus kind of transforms.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
I mean, you will have a lot to catch up on. I think you'll need to do the sacrifice first.
Right.
The next card. So the next one I asked.
That's 5?
Yep, this is 5. Was do you like the idea of having Arcwing trench runs as part of the Railjack Corpus mission user journey? Right. So currently in Corpus Railjack, you can do the Railjack side of the mission, and then you can go inside the capital ship to then do a regular mission. Right. So the question was, how would you feel about having the option to do, the Arcwing Corpus sabotage tile where you're flying around like the outside of a Corpus ship? Yeah?
I'm actually only familiar with the Grenier stuff with Uranus going into words. Is that what you're referring to, where you kind of like take a break from Archwing and do the normal stuff and then go back? Is that something different?
Aren't you referring to the old missions?
Yeah, I am referring to the old missions.
The Arcwing, pure Arcwing old mission.
Yeah.
So
the idea is that you do that as part of the Corpus Railjack missions. That was the idea of this question.
Ooh.
So 6% said no, 22% said that they didn't care, and 72% said yes. So people would like to see these Arcwing trench runs. Did you like the old Arcwing system, or did you keep away from it?
I never liked Arcwing.
Oh,
Fair
To be
enough.
honest.
Fair enough.
I just thought it was. It's like it's something that you were kind of forced to do,
Mm.
but I didn't. I like get nauseous, like flying around
Right.
and then like also when you're trying to cap a point, like you're not close enough to it, like you're
Yeah.
too low or too high or whatever.
Yeah.
for interception, yeah.
Right. And then the sixth card, which Loz, you're gonna have to go to number 12. Wait, why is there a double? Can you turn off the graph?
It's because it's a meme and not a graph.
Yeah. Right, okay. And the last one is, do you want to see Arcwings have proper acceleration like driving in GTA? So the big thing with Arcwing in normal Warframe is like it doesn't like speed up slowly or slow down, you know. It's either forward or not. Yeah. So the proposition behind this question is like, you know, do you want like proper acceleration? 6% said no, 22% said they didn't care, and 72% said yes. Was that exactly the same as the last one? Holy shit, it was.
Yes.
Huh.
Uh,
Didn't realize that.
20.
Well,
Yeah, it is. Yep, definitely. Yep.
So, yeah, I mean, obviously people want better handling of Arcwings.
I want 6 degrees of freedom back.
Well, maybe if we get acceleration, you can have that back.
A rumpf.
And it'll also feel like you're in space then, because that's how space works too.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Inertia. Oh, God, yeah. Right. Okay, so that's it for the graphs. Do you want to turn that one off? It's a
I'll
meme.
turn that meme off.
Yep. Cool. And now we're on to the support questions.
So these are people who support Xeno on Patreon or Ko-fi.
Kofi. Yep.
And so they get the choice to answer some questions. Link in the description below if you want to join. First is from Thalian, now with the correct font. Thank you, Thalian. Before we start, it's that reminder time again, checking that everyone has checked the description for the episode polls for a chance to win 75 Platinum for your console of choice. Checking that you've all found the bonus meme, and checking that you're... Actually, it's the secret meme in the description. Checking that you've subtly caressed the like button, turned that subscribe button grey, and even maybe rung that little bell icon to prevent YouTube from hiding the videos from you at their whims. After all, that you deserve to sit back, listen to the rest of the episode, and concoct a little comment for me to read. I could even read it out in the next week's episode, if it's a good one. Now, on to the rest of the supported questions. People pay to make me say these things, don't they? They're paying you money to make me say things.
Yep. Well, soon, when the thing goes paused, right? When it gets paused, you're going to be saying it for free.
I would prefer the paid option too. But...
At least somebody's getting paid. All right, and Thalians also said, on the Arbiter's assessment of the dev stream, you mentioned that rather than the Corpus Energy ephemera skirt, you would like to see the floaty ring from Dog Days on Grendel. What do you say now that you can pick up that floaty as a temporary ephemera from the current Dog Days event? And I will also add, have you used it on Grendel yet?
I'm not gonna lie, I've not actually logged into Warframe since the Dog Days event has started.
We must see pictures on Twitter of a Xenogalian coloured Grendel with the ring for Thalian.
Is there any?
That's the summer thing.
Yeah. With water guns.
The footage that Loz is playing right now.
Yes, 2 hours of Dog Days. Look at that ring. Yeah.
Yep. So fine.
There we go. Right, the other questions we have are from Zrugal. Zrugal says, how are you? How you been?
It's been bloody hot and I need to pee.
I second the pee.
Should we pause to go pee?
All right, let's pause. Let's get a pee break, everyone. So I'm just gonna go
pee break.
pause. Right.
I wonder if people are actually going to think, did we actually pee or did we just pause the footage for a few minutes?
Yes, it was all for the meme. Okay.
Yeah.
The last point from Zrugel. I don't mean to bug you about it. I just forgot what the answer was last time I asked this, but have you made any progress with the VTubers shenanigans, Xeno?
I don't know. Have I, Loz?
No.
Cool. There we go.
We're still waiting on the model for Xeno, and then once we get that, he can at least do something, I guess, maybe.
How's your model?
It's down to... I still just need a few friends on VR chat. Maybe this weekend I can get some. I need the time. I don't have the time to set this up and then go in VR chat to get some friends to then upgrade my account to allow me to get...
Okay, I'm gonna gather you people in VR chat.
Some friends.
And then I'm gonna get you to turn up.
Right.
And then we'll fucking sort it, okay?
Yes.
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I think tomorrow's good.
Yeah, I'll try tomorrow as well. Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Not
Wait,
like me running off.
do you have VR chat?
Does that require a VR helmet? If so, no.
VR chat you can actually play without. You can actually download software to play it on a flat screen.
No, it's fine. It's fine. So let's not get him into this. Right. So any other? No, that was
the MMO.
Huh?
It's an MMO.
VR chat.
It's massively multiplayer online, but that's where the acronym stops.
Yeah.
Right.
It doesn't.
VR helmet MMOs are coming. There should be the first one. I think comes out later this year.
Yeah.
It's gonna be cool. Right, let's go on to the comments from last week's video. The first one is from Cynical No Lock that says, Thalian's voice is pure sex. If you want to listen to last week's episode, we have a guest on a friend of ours called Thalian, who is the one who did the some of the silly questions. He does have a very nice voice. He does. Very, very nice voice. Anyway.
Maybe I should get featured.
Loz, you have a nice voice too.
Oh, thank you. But you'll hear Thalians, and then you'll realize you'll be like, you did have a nice voice, but then I heard Thalian. Moving on, Bones the Wonderful. Well, following Loz's logic, so this is from last week, Freeling. So we were saying how when syndicates hate you, and then if you have to do anything with the syndicate, like a quest line or anything else, it should actually be affected by the fact if they like you or hate you, which makes sense. I mean, I don't like that when you do the New Loka hates me, but when I go do the quest, they're like, we need your help to do this quest for our most sacred of places. You hate me.
Why aren't you asking anyone else? Yeah.
You tried to kill me yesterday. 10 minutes ago. So, following Loz's logic, then the arbiters should mark up arbitration rewards for those who are in the negative. I agree they should. Also, you could have the clan advert system be on the orbiter to replace the one terminal opposite the syndicate terminal nobody uses. Oh, no, I've read... Oh, not again! I thought... I put this in here, sorry, you two. I put this in here because I thought they said... that nobody uses the syndicate terminal anymore, and then I was going to ask you two, do you use the syndicate terminal anymore? But then I've realized that they've said the one terminal opposite the syndicate terminal. I'm like, well, which one's that? And then I look across and it's the conclave terminal again. So people keep memeing on this and saying how that's a useless. Yeah, poor conclave. Oh, so do you guys buy much from the syndicates these days?
I occasionally empty that out for relics, but
that's about it.
No.
I buy any new.
I didn't know that there was a place where you could, unless you mean like the lobby area where they're all kind of sitting.
No, on your Lisette. You can buy it from the set now.
On the set.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So on the set to your left,
there's
the syndicate terminal. Right. You go over to that, and then you can redeem your reputation with the syndicates from there. And you can just I'll just buy a crap ton of relics.
That seems kind of handy.
Yeah. It's been there for a long time.
I was going to attempt to make my camera point at that terminal, but then it I don't know.
It broke.
Who decided to give me a bloody tablet that I have to try and touch buttons on without touching them physically to make this bloody thing work? It is ridiculous. Anyway, moving on. So the last one is just from Benjamin Smarridge. I've spent a lot of time building and decorating dojo rooms, and I love the idea of condensing the dojo, giving the halls 2 floors, allowing for 12 doors in the larger halls, and the halls that are 4 stories tall would have 4 doors. I would love to see a room you could... I don't know what it says. You could something, balls, that is just a habitation... build. A room that you could build that is just a habitation wing, basically a corridor with a window in the roof with Tenno operator apartments in. Functionality-wise, you could unlock visual customizations for amps and operators stuff through these apartments.
So this was off the back of the last dev stream.
Player housing, yeah.
Someone asked for, could we please have player housing on
just
a
more
planet?
Just they never said yes, they didn't want the space, didn't they? Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, Scott basically told us, but you have the dojo. So we talked about what could we do that we feel would be a added benefit to the dojo, and one of them was, let's change how the builder blocks element to dojos worked, so the large clan halls would have like multiple floors and things like that. Yeah.
Or like you could even have like an extension to the planets, maybe like teleporting to like the area, I guess. I know that there's some MMOs that have it, like where you can actually do player housing. Because I think there's a lot of, that's kind of where people are gravitating now, is to do like player housing. But what you're saying with the dojo feels kind of like, it feels like a lot right now.
Maybe a solution would be like having a portal hub or something that goes from the dojo to
like a hub.
Yeah. So the dojo is the hub, right? And then you can easily go to any of the open world cities, with minimal effort, rather than having to go back.
That would work.
Yeah. Loz has walked away somewhere.
I'm back.
Okay.
I'm back. Oh no, I'd lost the calibration button. It's not on the menu anymore. Doesn't appear, and I'm a bit off. I'm all janky. Let's finish this up. Okay, so I think that's it for the replies. Should we move on to the memes?
Right. Let me just...
So while Xeno takes the time for the memes, I'll let everyone know, and also Frelling here, that so what we're going to look at is 6 memes. Oh my dear Lord, my hand. The 6 memes from the r/meme frame subreddit. If you're ever bored and you want to have a laugh in a Warframe way, go to the r/meme frame subreddit. People are posting on there daily, and so I've just picked 6 memes for this week, which I think are pretty good. My favorites, not the top voted. Some of them are pretty high voted, of course. And we're going to check them out. All the links to these memes are in the description of this video. And also, there will be a secret meme of the week, which is normally a video. I actually like this one this week, so please check the one out this week. Go into the description below. Go for my secret meme of the week, which is a small video. I thought it was really well done. And check it out. Yes.
When did you learn to count?
Why?
You put 7 memes here. You said 6.
Because they were getting a bonus meme. You ruins it.
But you gotta warn me this shit first, because otherwise I won't.
Okay, that's fine. We're gonna have a bonus meme this week because I saw this another meme and I was like, I couldn't pick anything to chop out. And I wanted to do it on. So, so sometimes you get bonus meme this week. However, so the first meme of the week, I know it sounds like you two haven't played Dog Days yet, but anyone who has played Dog Days will find these first 2 memes amazing. So the first meme of the week is the unholy offspring of Volt and Titania, the fastest things on Earth. Cheetah has got some speed. Airplane, fair amount of speed. Speed of light, wow, that's pretty cool. Goresh,
yeah.
No one stops Goresh. If you play Dog Days, Goresh.
Yeah.
Oh. Yeah. So that's the first meme.
What was the thing that Goresh has taken over?
I don't know.
What the original is.
I don't know what it was originally. But anyway,
next one.
Which leads into the second
Goresh has a very interesting helmet.
He does. Yep. But he's wearing shorts. He's wearing a funny helmet. He's wearing bloody shorts. Yep. So, as you can see here, Dog Days in a nutshell. I fear no man, but that thing, Executioner Goresh, it scares me. Seriously, everywhere else you can kill any of them, all the other executioners easily. But Goresh, he's made of lightning. He's just dodging, weaving. This is just unstoppable. You should try it. Right, moving on.
God. Yep.
Meme number 3. Insert long, meaningless, angry, grammatically incorrect rant here. DE, new update.exe. Me, dons protective gear to enter r/warframe.
Hold on. Which I don't have.
What?
Oh wait, hold on. Did I not open one of them?
He's on the third one.
Yeah, I think I accidentally skipped the third one, so my bad.
Ah.
Right,
He's wearing a hazmat suit with his normal suit.
Oh my
everyday
God.
suit.
Go into r/warframe.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Meme number 4. A fair request. This is from Red Text. Nav bacon requirement from 20 to 5 and change the end of mission Animo nav bacon reward from 10 to 3 to match the initial reduction. Gara Prime hotfix 30.3.3 is coming in 1 minute. I was just testing you to see if you actually read my messages. And also, I want bacon. Get this man some bacon. There we go. I like that one. Red Text making a lovely mistake. Meme number 5. For anyone playing Railjack at the moment, Veil Proxima Experience Volume 1. Me, having the fight of my life aboard the Murex. Meanwhile, on my Railjack, Defender 1, Defender 2, and the Engineer. So for Frelling's benefit, the on the Murex, you'll fight sentience, and you have to kill a lot of sentience. And if you're doing it solo, you're going to be there a while. While you're doing this, there'll be nothing attacking your spaceship out in space. So your NPC crew members will be doing this.
Yeah.
Nice.
Then we move on to clicking buttons.
Looking fashionably sensible at the same time.
Indeed. Yeah. Meme number 6. For anyone who has tried to open a relic, calm down, we just started. Me picks up a single reactant. The Lotus. More! I love this one. It's so well done. And so true, because the Lotus always tells us about how much more reactant we. And then finally, for the bonus meme, which meme number 7, for anyone who's done the Heart of Demos quest in a nutshell, I saw this and it had to be put in because it's just so true. Mother, daughter, father, son, angry, screaming at each other, and then we have grandmother at the bottom who ruins it all.
Yeah.
I hate that quest so much. Right.
Yeah.
That is it for the meme. So all those memes are in the description below and also to the meme /meme frame subreddit, so please check it out. Now we move on.
Also, the secret meme as well.
Yes.
Get a secret meme.
It's really good, actually. I might link it to you two afterwards because it's really good. It's a musical song this time, which probably wouldn't put in the video, so yes, so yeah. But we're now going on to the community shoutouts, aren't we, Xeno?
Yeah. Yeah. Right, so let me send them to... Whoa, you're getting so excited there, Loz. I need to send them to Frelling.
Oh, this looks so good.
Right. Okay, so the first community shout out.
So these Xeno finds on Twitter mostly.
Well, you'll be surprised by one of them.
Oh yes, I can see.
So the first community shout out is Trinity Strager by Leo the Pug.
So Humanized Trinity. The Strager skin is very pretty and is still one of my favorites to this day. Took quite a while, but finally got it finished. Ooh, wow.
Yep.
I do like humanized warframes as a concept. It is pretty cool.
Yep. The second community shout out, We Can Never Return to Those Days by Calibidus.
Ooh.
Calidibus. Yeah.
Wow.
Lots of story to that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sit and stare at it for a bit.
Yeah.
Actually going on here. Oh, wait. Oh, that's a hand in the top right. Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. I'm really confused, but nice.
Cool.
It's very dynamic.
Yeah.
I'm also wondering what's happening with that Excalibur Prime.
Yeah, is it Has it been stabbed from below or hit from above?
I think it's from above.
But then that looks like a Guando that's gone through it. Or is it behind it?
Don't know.
Yeah. There's a Rhino Prime there in the corner.
We'll never truly know. Number 3 is Mutilist by Artisori.
Artisori.
Yeah.
I'm not going to try to pronounce that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I like failing at the challenge.
Sensible Frelling.
Muteless,
But
my
yeah,
entry
so-
for the Tenno Clock Community Art Show 2021. I cannot wait to see all the art everyone has submitted. Well, this one is very mighty fine.
Poor Vlad.
Is that?
Huh?
Great.
Salad.
Alid.
Yeah.
Alid.
Oh yes, Alad.
Did I say Vlad?
Yes.
No.
I used to call him Vlad.
We should call him Vlad. No, the Bale. Right.
Valid.
Alid B.
The 4th community shout out is Sleeping in the Cold Below by Cole McGuinness.
Bound down to the deep.
No, it's Cole McGuinness Music. Why did I put another Y in there? Yeah. This is their rendition of Cold Below.
Oh, yeah, I've seen this.
Acapella?
That's cool.
No, acapella, because the back acapella, the voices do the instruments as well, don't they? Yeah.
Oh wait, I shouldn't have listened to that. It's probably recorded it.
Oh, good job. Right. Then the 5th community shout out is Wisp by Lotushim. We haven't had a Lotushim piece in freaking forever, so I was really happy to see someone had commissioned her to do this.
Hmm.
Do you remember we met Lotushim in the first Telecon?
She was handing out tarot cards.
Yep.
I remembered something.
Right.
She was actually at TennoCon?
Yeah,
The
she was
first one.
there at the first one.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
this
then-
looked pretty.
Yeah.
Looking at the other ones, the other two above it.
Yeah. So there was a chain of 3 commissions.
Oh wow. Oh yeah.
But I really like this one the most. So, and
those
then
all-
the 6th community shout out.
I want to say
is
people should go. Sorry, I want to interrupt and say go and link and look at the other ones because I think Xeno picked the wrong one. The other ones are amazing.
Oh, fuck off! I love this one.
The top one is beautiful.
I'm not denying that. I still love this one.
Okay, that's each their own.
They're,
Poor people deprived of beautiful art. Okay,
No,
Anyway.
they can click on it and go in there.
you could
Right,
bribe me
6th
more
community
buttons, you know.
No, I can't because you didn't give me the thingy. Give me the thingy, right?
Tell me.
Mirage by Tenno Tulia.
it would make a really good bobblehead, like in game.
Exactly. Actually, I think we can get Dog Days Noggles, can't we?
Yeah.
But it's of the enemies.
Yeah.
Or
Right,
like for
final.
TennoCon, like to actually purchase a physical one.
Oh,
Don't they have those?
They did
Yeah,
a
so
Clem
they got
one
a
last
Clem,
year. Yeah.
which I don't know if you can see it on the webcam. Can you? Shit, it's hand.
Oh yeah, I see the Grenier one.
Yeah.
Off to the
I think
right.
it's just off the webcam. I'm not entirely sure. Like
Yeah,
Frelling
it
can
is.
see it, but like no one else can. And they've got an Excalibur this year.
Yes.
Yeah,
Purchase
we all know what Loz is gonna get.
it.
Right, so that's it for.
Oh, the last one, the Mirage. Is very no.
Well, I did. I
Oh, okay.
announced it and everything.
I think it's
And
pretty.
you got super excited. Right. Yes, it is very pretty. I really like it.
Pretty.
That's why I picked it. All right.
pretty.
So that's it for the community shout outs. And now we're going to wrap up the episode with the much anticipated quote. Are you ready, Frelling?
I hope so.
Right. An uncharted orb Valis. Let me list all the ways you're going to die. Snow, thermia fractures, liquid coolant, disease carrying Sorgor and Pobbers. Sure, you could load up on Helminth for the infested, but what about the other strains? And we haven't even started on the things that want to eat you alive.
This is like 70 Ways to Die in the West or something.
No.
This is from a movie?
Yes. So he's taken a quote from a movie and he's changed all the nouns and some verbs maybe into Warframe terms, but it's still the same quote. So let's just go through a few things to break it down, Xeno. Is it an old film or new film?
It's post 2000.
Post the year 2000. Okay. What is the genre?
Oh god, you know, freaking.
Gotta know these.
So according to IMDb's new layout, it's action, adventure, fantasy.
Is it an animated film?
No.
Right. What's the time period it's set in?
Oh, I want to say, like late 1900s.
Oh, okay.
I don't want to say the 90s. So I want to say it's like no earlier than the 80s.
1800s.
No, you idiot. 1980s.
Oh.
I said it's in the late 1900s.
Right.
I don't think it's the 90s. I don't really want to say it's earlier than the 80s.
Okay.
This is the time frame of the movie.
Yes, time frame of the movie. Right? It came out post 2000.
Do you want to give us the year it came out in?
So, 2017.
Action, adventure, fantasy.
Came out 2017.
Yeah.
It's a very new film.
To be fair, like action, adventure, fantasy, it's such a like. Wow, that
Am I able to
describes fucking
Google?
everything.
If you want, but if you want.
If you want to.
Have I seen this film? Just to check.
I'm pretty sure we saw it together.
We saw it at the cinema. Okay, cool. So
I'm pretty sure we saw it together. But we know my track record for I thought we saw that together.
has it got Vin Diesel in it?
Nope.
Oh. Mad Max?
Nope.
Oh.
There's a lot that came out
set
that
in
year.
the fucking 1980s.
That's true.
1980s.
In the 1980s. What about dying?
Ghost
Lots
in the
of
Shell.
Huh? No.
Wait, no.
Again, that's
I'm
not.
thinking of the anime.
Again, that's not the 1980s.
Lots of things about
no.
killing you, but set in the 1990s. A rough period, yeah, I know. But about things killing you. Oh.
Did you say Logan?
Let's. No, it's not Logan. Right. Okay. Again, not the 1990s. Right. Let me read it to you again. An uncharted orb Valis. Let me list all the ways you're going to die: snow, thermia fractures, liquid coolant, disease-carrying Sorgors and Pobbers. Sure, you could load up on Helminth for the infested, but what about the other strains? And we haven't even started on the other things that want to eat you alive.
They're going in a jungle?
Huh?
They're going in a jungle?
Yes.
Ah. Don't help me.
I'm so terrible at this.
Has it got The Rock in it?
No. At least I don't. I'm pretty sure it doesn't. Oh, it's not. Oh god, I can't remember what the name of that film is now.
Ah.
Are you gonna
Wait.
say Jumanji?
Ah.
No, it's not Jumanji.
Oh, that was what I was thinking as well.
Let's get The Rock.
I was just thinking, yeah, that's like kind of 90s. Not Jumanji. Dome of the Forest, 2017. Another film. Journey or expedition, and they're worried about, it'd be crazy to go to this place because it's unexplored, and even if you stocked up on I don't know what to prevent you from killing things, there's also these other things that'll kill you. Where would they be traveling? 1990 setting that is unexplored. I don't know. The jungle, Africa. Why would they be going to a jungle? Is it a horror film? No, it's not a horror film. It's an action film.
Is it a foreign film?
No.
Oh man. I give up. Can we have the original? Or would it give it away?
I don't think it would give it away.
Okay, give us the original, and we'll see if we can think of it.
Okay. Oh, God damn it, I hate this new loadout. I really do.
Yes, IMDb decided to be stupid. Yeah.
All right. An uncharted island. Let me list all of the ways you're going to die: rain, heat, mud, disease-carrying flies and mosquitoes. Sure, you could load up on antiborine, I don't know, for the malaria, but what about the other bacteria? And we haven't even started on the things that want to eat you alive.
Oh, is this Kong Skull Island?
Yes.
I haven't seen Kong Skull Island.
I was looking
God
at
damn
that.
it!
That was the fourth one on here. I didn't want to say it because I didn't know that was 80s or 90s.
It's set in the
right.
Is it set in? So it's set in that time period, is it? Oh
yeah,
yeah, because they're going to do it in the
look at
MonsterVerse, weren't they?
Yeah, because like you can see like they're all using like M16s or they got like really old cameras and stuff like this. So it is set in the past.
Right.
It does say 1973 to be exact.
Damn it!
I don't think that would have helped me put it. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah.
I thought we saw it together in the cinema.
Nope. Maybe with my brother you saw it. I didn't say it.
See, I always do this. I always say we saw it together, and you were never there.
I was like, it was that was the period where I was finishing writing up my PhD. Yep. Okay,
right. Well, that was that.
That's it for this episode. Good quote there. I think it was good, even though we failed at getting it, but I still think the quote was very good. Use of explorative terms and scary things. So yes, let us go to the outro.
Yep. Thank you very much, Frelling, for coming on the show. It's been lovely having you.
Yes.
If anyone wants to check out Frelling, you can find links to him in the description below, and even a link to the PC Gamer article. Yeah, it's been lovely having you on.
It was a pleasure. Thank you.
And lastly, you can find lots of Frelling's lovely stuff in Tenno Gen in the game already, so check it out.
5 things.
Yeah, buy the corporate stuff. I want him to make more corporate stuff. Convince him to do it by buying more.
Isn't it Oberon that you were bugging me about?
Did I genuinely bug you about an Oberon?
I think so.
Oh fuck! Shit, sorry, I didn't. Oh,
the mask drops finally.
Do it. Seriously, do it.
I'll figure something out.
Oh my god, I'd love to see an Oberon corporate head. I don't know how that would work at all. Antenna. There you go.
Like the Orb Phallus, maybe. I'll have to, work something out.
Yeah. Like, you know the oh fuck, what's the name of the windscreen wiper called? Yeah, the Grenier windscreen wiper. Yeah, have those as the horns.
Oh no, not those. I hate that weapon so much.
Right, should we stop it?
Yes, on that note, please. Yes. Oh wait, no, I have to push the button. There.